Good morning, children. Welcome to the online classes for the 10th standard of 7th period. So, today I am going to change the topic. So, in the earlier classes, we have studied the point related to the history. So, in this period, I want to discuss the next part that will be called as the political science. In the political science, today I am going to start the first unit, that is the problems of India and their solutions. So in the heading itself, in the chapter or the topic itself, we are going to understand what we are going to study in this chapter. So first, we have to know the problems of India and what kind of solutions have made by the government of India for these problems arises in the country. That we are going to learn in this chapter. So, actually, the points to be learned in this chapter is the main major problems related to the India. The main major problems related to India. So, major problems are there: unemployment, second one, discrimination, that to the discrimination of gender, caste, religion and inequalities or the regional inequalities. So third point we are going to learn in this chapter is corruption. So all topics you know well, but it is made compulsory to the Indian citizen to understand the problems of India and get the solution. Now fourth one is the terrorism. Fourth one is the terrorism and fifth one is the communalism. Sixth, that is last one, we are going to see the corporate strategies. So these are the important topics we are going to discuss in this class. So first, before going to understand one by one, we have to get what are the problems, how the problems rises in India, what is the main base for the problems rises for the India. So we know that in many classes we have studied that every year we are going to celebrate India has got an independence in the 1947. But before 1947 there was no unity we are going to see in the India. India was divided into many kingdoms. Many times we have studied, and this division has not made the uniformity government of India. There was no uniformity in the government because every king was ruling himself by his own ideas. But when we have reached to the point of 1947, we got independence. After the independence, there was the problem rises in the country because due to the lot of struggles, due to the lot of problems that India has or the Indian state has united with the help of another person who is going to be called as the Iron Man of India, that is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So after getting 1947 unity, there was a problems were there in India because India, the British who ruled for the 200 years for India had lastly made division in the country. So due to the division, there was a big problem arises in the country, that is division of India. That time the people are migrating from one place to the another place. So many types of reasons are there. Some reasons are given in your textbook. Once you go toward the textbook, there we are going to see there are lot of problems, numerous external and the internal problems arises in the country since 1947. The problems are managed through the efficient administration started by the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and the support of the citizens. So not only the government is going to make any solution for the problems, but there we needed the citizen support. Without the support of the citizen, there is no success for the government. It may be for the central government, it may be for the state government, or it may be for the local bodies. So that management has started in India after the 1947, and that time the support was very important from the citizens of India for the center, state and the local bodies. But after getting the support from the citizens of India, also it is the duty of the Indians, it is the duty of the citizen of India. It has to follow what are the problems rises in the country towards the government for the center, state and the local. But it is important part to give the solutions for these problems rises in the country. Yes, it becomes very important part to discuss the or give the support in the emergencies, because most of them are man-made and the national emergencies. It was not a natural made problems. These were made by the human beings. We know that kings have made the problems toward the India. Many foreign visitors who visited towards India, they have destroyed the culture of India. This made problems, and that time it was compulsory to give the support, and it was become an important part to get the social development or social awareness should be followed in the country. Without the social awareness, there is no solution for the any problems arises in the country. So now social reformation become very important in the country, and judicial system should be followed in the systematic way. Without the social reformation, without the judiciary, there is no success for the solution for the problem rises in the country. So these are some problems we have seen after the 1947 when we got the independence, and these problems become problems were not to the government but for the citizens of India, and Indian citizens will be support to the government, then only we will get success for our problems. So the major problems I have told normally, there are some important 6 topics were taken in this topic. Among that, a very important part we are going to see in this period was unemployment. So unemployment became a major problem for the India. How? So what is the unemployment? First we have to understand what is the meaning of unemployment. So see here, unemployment means the unemployment is a situation where a person does not find work in accordance to his capacity or qualifications. If a person, you can take the example of yourself, you are having qualifications, you are having the work capacity, you are interested to do the work, but you are not finding the work. That type of person is going to be called as the unemployed person. That point it should be called as the unemployment. So in India, this became a very big problem after the 1947. The many people are interested, but they are not finding or they are not getting the opportunity to search for that skill. Many skills were there among the Indians, but there was no opportunity to show the skills. Now, next point is, actually India has lot of huge problems were there due to the heavy population. The India was facing a lot of unemployment in India till today also. So main reasons why the unemployment started in India. What was the reason why it is getting the problem in India? So there are some common reasons we are going to see even today also. You can take the example of our environment itself. If you are not finding the sources related to the job employment, then automatically the people belongs to our area will become the unemployed, because we are having the skill but there is no availability of resources to complete the skills. So see here, reasons for this unemployment, usually the population and the improved technology. See here, usually the population one side and the improved technology. So you know that one side we are finding the more population in India. One side, suppose the improved of technology was started, automatically the human beings are not getting the employment. How? If take the example of one of the machine. So one machine is going to work for a 10-member work, earlier doing by a common people. So among that, one person is doing with the help of machine, remaining 9 members are getting unemployed. So due to the improvement of technology also, we are finding the problem. Due to the development of any institute, we will find the employment. But due to the development of technology, automatically we are going to see the unemployment is coming more in India. So it is considered as the two reasons for the unemployment. One is the population and second one is the improved technology. So another reason for the unemployment is, apart from these, two shortage of natural resources. One side, due to the shortage of natural resources also we are finding the unemployment, because having the more resources, we are having more development of goods, and due to the development of goods or the production of goods, we are finding more work for the more people. And another, total dependency of agriculture. If we are dependent on the one product only, there we are finding the unemployment, because every person is not going to get employment in the one sector. So totally India, you know that dependent 70% of the India was dependent on the agriculture at the period of 1947, because there was no industrial development more in India before this. So another one, because ruined cottage industries and lack of skills based on the education. So other problems is, in our India, earlier we are finding that traditional types of machines were there, and cottage industries are more in India. There is no this type of new technological industries. We are finding the cottage industries in India, and loom goods we are going to see in India. And the next one is the lack of skills. The more skills were not there. Illiteracy was more, and due to the illiteracy we are finding, why this illiteracy is getting, because the educational development was very low that time when we achieved the independence. So today India has made lot of reformations, lot of changes towards to develop the unemployment and getting toward the employment. So what kind of changes, what kind of reformation has done by the Indian government for getting the solution for the problem of unemployment? So according to the census of 2011, we are finding the poverty rate is 21.9% in India. How much? 21.9% poverty level was there in India. So today, due to the COVID, we are finding still again this percentage was raised to the higher level in the present day, because our economic status has came down now. Due to the economic status, we are finding the poverty level will come very high. So earlier 2011 it was 21.9%. So today in this COVID-19 we may be going to find the percentage of poverty may be went toward the high, it may be for the 40%. in the present day, because 50 lakhs of unemployment we are going to find in this COVID-19 itself. So these indicates the growing problem of employment in India, because the increment of percentage of poverty level shows that there was a lot of employment in the country. Now, in order to solve these problems, the poverty related the issue, both the central and the state government has taken various steps or measures to generate the employment for the people belongs to the India. So what are the steps taken? So skill development was started, and giving opportunity to skilled people or the job seekers, so that they can better assess the employment. After development of the skill, after development of the awareness toward the public, automatically they will find the employment. Next, for getting development toward the skills, they have started to give the subsidies in the loans for the educational loans. So the government has provided the loans and the subsidies to enable people to engage in the self-employment, so they can manage themselves by developing the skills. And the reality handicaps and the products created out of self-employments are unable to compete a goods created by the globalized economy, and this has further complicated to issue them in unemployment. So once the skill were developed, once the people are going to produce the goods, they may be sell these products in the globalized country. So they can send toward the different parts of the world. Ultimately, there was a development of unemployment, and the development of economic status will be reached in India. Apart from this, we are going to see every citizen out of the country should be encouraged to the include in one or other unemployment by providing a oriented course to all other strategies of things related to the India, to the thing. So now Indian government has started to encourage the people, for the development of self-employment, and they have started to provide the different types of vocational courses, different types of skills has giving in the vocational courses that from the government side, that was started in India. And due to this development, we are going to see the employment was developed in the country. Employment system was developed. You can take the example of what was the condition of our city itself. In our local area, there we are finding one of the industry was there before the 90s. You can take the example sugar industry in our side. Only in Hallikat itself we are going to see the one of the industry was there before the 90s. But after the globalization in the 1993s, there we are finding the more development of industry. There are 5 to 6 industries we are going to see in the Bidar district after the 1993 when the globalization started in India. So new technology was followed by India to provide the unemployment. By this way, government has solved the solutions for the unemployment. So the next point is, the next problem is corruption. So corruption has become an important part related to the problem of India since from the ancient time. Even at the period of British, we are going to see there was the corruption was there in India. Even at the time of kingship was there. But after this 1947, it is also one of the important problems we are going to see till today due to the political entry and due to the political people or the support by the common people of India towards making the illegal works. But here What is corruption? So this corruption has made another social evil. So it is considered as one of the social evils for the public life of India. So why it is considered as the social evil for the public life of India? Because the meaning of corruption is corruption means offering bribe and following any other illegal means to achieve some illegal benefits. So here a common person or an official, what he is doing for his personal gain, for his personal benefit, he is going to do some illegal work, and it helps to the another person by taking some benefit from him illegally, not by the permission or the permitted or the not by the rule. Here means offering bribe. So they will give the offer. Who gives the offer? The common people will offer to the officer. Sir, I need some fast work, so I will give some money. That money itself is going to be called as the corrupted money, because it is not with the legal way. We are going with the illegal way. So this illegal way benefit itself is going to be called as the corruption. Now you may be understood. You can take the example of any certificate you are needed from the tahsil, any certificate you are needed from the district office. So as per the legal action, you are going to be get the certificate in the 7 days. 7 days. But you are needed within the 2 days. You are needed within the 2 days. That time we are finding the alternative way. You know, some agents are there in between the officers and the customers or the public. So these agents are to be considered the corrupted agents, and this agent only not the corrupted person, the person who is signing the documents within the 2 days instead of 7 days. That officer is also getting some benefit from this agent and giving the certificate in the short period. That point itself is going to cause the corruption. I think now you got an idea related to the corruption. So today in India we are finding more corruption was there. His corruption is there in India because everyone is fighting for their personal benefits. Now another way, this also can be defined as misuse of public authority. Means, so government has given an authority to the officer to do the legal work, but here an officer is doing the illegal work. That is called as the misuse of public authority for their personal gains. For that, even the government is paying some salaries to this person to do the work, but they need some extra gains. For those extra gains, they are going to make the misuse of the authority. That is also called as the corruption. In another way, sweeping away all the procedures, all the procedures for a narrow personal gain can be also termed as the corruption. Sweeping means all the legal works we are going to keep side and we are going in the illegal way. We are not doing the legal way. Some condition has followed by the office. That conditions we are not following. We are going with the opposite of these conditions. That is also called as the corruption because we are making the way for our personal gain or the personal benefits. That is called as the corruption. So now this corruption, which was become a big problem for India, it is affecting both negatively and as well as the public sphere life. See here, the corruption influences negatively on both the personal as well as the public sphere of life. So it is making destroy toward the society. It is destroying the society one side. It is disturbing the personal life. It is also disturbing the public life. Both we are going to see these are coming influences toward the negative points toward the societies. So today's common people are suffering due to the corruption itself. For every certificate which is going to ask by the government of India, we have to be paid some extra money. That extra money itself is going to called as the corruption. So these type of problems we are going to see in India, and it has become the continuous disease in the personal life of Indians. Now, this corruption influences negatively both at the personal as well as the public sphere of life. It influences the economic, social and the political life of the country negatively. So, it is not only disturbing the life of the common people, but it is disturbing the economic development of the country, political development of the country, social development of the country. It is going in the negative way due to the corruption. Now, it also means the immoral thing from the political angle. It is also called as an important point. It is called as the one of the not a moral point. It is the immoral point related to the common life of the personal life. Now, corruption of personal life or the corruption of personal ethics and the morality happens in the personal sphere. Now, morality also went out. What was the legal culture was there in India, that also going out. And totally we are finding immorality was developed in India. Immorality was developed in India. And it was getting changes in the public life. In public sphere, you can see today due to the corruption we are finding the bribery, nepotism, caste, favoritism and some other international slowdowns we are finding in the corruption. You can take the example of smugglings. We are finding in between the two countries. Go towards the borders, coastal area, there we are finding the smuggling of goods without paying any taxes toward the government. The goods are sent toward the other country. Both we are finding the import and the export without the permission of the government. That are called as the corrupted goods. So these type of things we are going to see not only in the country but also toward the international level due to the corruption. So international changes also we are finding in India due to the arise of these problems. Now, during election time, you can take the example of at the time of elections, we are going to see the more corruptions we are finding in India. All these evils are practices simply find to introduce into the social life or to disturb the social life. At the election time, the people who are going to stand for the elections, they are going to give the money for the common people for the vote. That itself is going to call as the corruptions. So these are the some small practices we are going to see in the common society which are related to the corruptions. Without the money, the votes are not coming to this person, and here both the public and the political persons are supported, and due to that we are finding the corruption is rises more and more in India. So political corruption leads to the crime, and due to the change occurs toward the political side, we are finding the crimes. It also provides the motivation of corruption in public life and nourishes, it teaches, it gives the ideas, the misadministration. Due to the political support, we are finding the misadministration on the part of officials. Now officers also getting the support of political leaders and public also supporting toward the officers. So automatically these publics and the common leaders are benefited due to the corruption in India. So from higher authority to the lower authority, we are finding totally India is going in the corrupted way. Now things like tax evasion, illegal hoardings, smugglings, economic offences, cheatings, violation of international exchange and employment cheating. All these are some important points, examples related to the corruption. We can take the example of employment. There also we are finding the corruption without taking any donations. They are not providing the employment. You go toward the admission without any recommendations. We are not finding the good colleges. You can go toward the officers or his district officer, the Tahsil office. Now only I told about one of the certificate. If you want to get within the short period, we need some support. That's the corrupted support. So these are the points related to the corruption side in India. So it is impossible to root out corruption by other rejected personal level or just going along with it. It can be rooted on or only through the strong public ethics and the morality and the personal commitments presented by the Indians. So corruption can be removed from the society, but corruption can be removed when the support of the society, the support of the common people, and they have to be follow the morality, moral things, ethics in their personal life. Many times natural tendency for selfishness, eagerness to fend off personal emergencies and personal gain lead a person to engage in the corruption. So due to the personal gain, many people are going to enter in this corruption side because they needed the benefit. So lack of strict supervision should be there to control the corruption, and weak legal enforcement should be leads to the corruption. So we have to follow the strict rules in the offices, strict rules in the administration. Then only we are going to see there should be the control for these points. So in other words, ethical political leadership, good officers and politically aware and educated public can use out of corruption. So if you are having the good leaders, we are having the educated common people, then only we can follow the good type of control toward the corruptions in India. So education institutions can take a lead in this direction. So at the time of the educational level, when the child is getting education, that time only these points should be produced in front of the children, then we can stop the corruption in India. So other point to control it, installing the CCTV cameras in government offices and increasing the efficiencies of the government work also bring down the intensity of the corruption. Measures like avoiding harassment, harsh punishment. So awareness should be there and the harsh punishment should be given to the corrupted people, for the corrupt officials can also bring in the same chain of controlling the corruption. The other way, measures like increasing the number of courts and judges can also resign, give the solutions for these corruptions. Then only we can solve the problem of corruption. And in the another point related to your book, that is, in nutshell, co-oriented efforts needed address this awareness toward the social problems. Then only we can stop the corruption in India. So by this way, today we have seen there are two very big problems related to India and what kind of changes what kind of personal things we have to follow to solve the problems, and the government has tried to solve these problems we have seen in this class. So remaining part we are going to take in the next class related to this chapter. So today you go through these topics. Once you read your textbook, you will get the idea, you will get the examples related to the unemployment and the corruption, and write the notes related to this topic.